Unrivaled fans, week 3 is behind us, and we got our second unrivaled dunk in league history. A couple more players get added to the 400 list. Chelsea Gray gave us our only 30-point performance this week. And Unrivaled unveils club edition jerseys, shouting out the creativeness from the players and the want from the fans. Alright, so coming in at number 5, we have the Rose snapping their losing streak. You actually got 62 points from Chelsea Gray and Kalia Copper. They were on a tear. Both of them came into this game specifically deciding we will not lose this one. They were on a crazy losing streak, especially considering Kalia Copper had just got back. After that loss from the Hive, the Rose had problems with the mist and the laces. But this was a great comeback game for Chelsea Gray and Kalia Copper. More specifically, everyone except Chelsea Gray, because she's been playing lights out the entire season. But you got really good games from Lexi Hall and Shakira Austin. So shout out to the Rose for getting back in the win column. Alright, and rolling into number 4, I just want to shout out the club nights. I don't know if the fans are aware before they buy the tickets. I saw online a few didn't know before they got there. But in a league built by the players for the players, the most important thing is the fans. And Unrivaled goes out of their way to make sure the fans get a little piece of the players. I know it sounds bad, but that's what we're here for. They're there to get those signatures, meet their favorite player, get them to sign Unrivaled balls, other merchandise, quick questions, photos, and it has to build their confidence as well. So you build the confidence of the players, you get better interactions and genuine moments from the fans that they're going to remember for a lifetime. So just as a league, I think that's one of the smartest things they sit and focus on. How to make sure not only that it's a good product for the fans, but how do they reach the fans direct? It's like they really want to make sure the fans feel part of the game, part of the league, a part of the growth. Alright, so sliding up to number 3, we have the really nice performances. We had a few players that didn't quite reach 30, but landed pretty close. Looking at Skylar Diggins, it's really good to see she hit a 27-point game. It took a couple of games to catch her stride, and the Lunar Owls are still looking to get into the win column, but it was good to see a great game from Skylar specifically. And then we got another 27-point game from Alicia Gray versus the Vinyl, bestie versus bestie. We're getting solid performances from Alicia Gray. At this point, she's still the only other MVP candidate going up against Chelsea Gray. Then we got a 28-point performance from Kalia Copper in their win versus the Phantom. And again, the Rose needed every single point from her. Paige Beckers also pulled off a 28-point game. Now, it was overshadowed by the Dominique Malonga dunk, but the Breeze took the Owls in that game. Paige gave us a really dominant performance in this game. Then we got a 29-point game from Brittany Sykes against the Breeze. The Slim Reaper was on one, especially towards the end there. She's really playing with a lot of confidence. And yes, I've seen Brittany Sykes in the W for a little while here, but Unrivaled has made me a Brittany Sykes fan. And then really quickly shouting out Natisha Heidemann, who came off the bench and gave the Hive 20 points in their win against the Lunar Owls. It really was like her stud bud gave her a little energy there, especially in the third, where she fired off 3 straight threes and then immediately hit one in the fourth. So T had herself a great game. Coming in at number 2, we have the 400 Club. Unrivaled is a brand new league. This 3-on-3 professional women's basketball league is literally in its second season. So as players reach these specific milestones, of course it'll be something to celebrate. So officially in Unrivaled, the first player to reach 400 career points was Chelsea Gray. And then right behind her in this last week, you have Alicia Gray and Ryan Howard. Celebrating these milestones, not just as fans, but as the league, has to put some added credibility behind it, especially with these level of players. You have these other leagues popping up, specifically trying to take them away during this time of the year. But from what I can tell, they get a lot done down in Unrivaled. So I honestly hope this just helps the league itself keep being taken seriously, and for the players themselves to take pride in it as well, because that's where you get the real buy-in. And it's actually really funny. Chelsea Gray is killing the game, because in the time between Alicia Gray and Ryan Howard reaching 400 points and this recording, she's already reached 500 points. So, and then number 1 on the list, of course, is Dominique Malonga's dunk, the second dunk in Unrivaled history, but the first one we've seen stateside from Dominique Malonga in a professional setting. And I have to say, it's a little poetic that it happened in Unrivaled and not the WNBA. I'm pretty sure we'll see it, especially with her having some more run time with former Seattle Storm coach Noelle Quinn. I actually love her coaching the Breeze. It's wild to think Seattle let her go when she's this great with young talent, whether just developing or having a relationship. But Dom gave the fans what they wanted to see. A clean pass from Rakia Jackson, who I can promise you is happy she was making that pass and not getting dunked on. But Dom caught it in stride, gave it the 1-2, and the fans got a pretty prophetic slam. I like it just because it adds to the athleticism of the league and gives the fans something else to share and talk about, especially those that don't watch Unrivaled regularly. It gives you a reason to come back and check out the next game, even if it's just the Breeze. And then my honorable mention for this week is kind of lending from a few other things, but mostly just what the players get from Unrivaled. I think I said it maybe 2 or 3 videos ago, but if I was a professional in this industry and your name isn't Asia Wilson or Caitlin Clark, Unrivaled looks like the place to be. Not only are you around your peers and able to network, but you're able to work on your game, not just in state-of-the-art facilities, but with coaches and legends that are willing to put the time in with you. They can sit there and get time from Lisa Leslie, Teresa Weatherspoon, literally any of the coaches from the entire league, as well as any of the other players. Unrivaled has taken it a step further and giving them something else to add to their resume, especially if you want to. Naz Hillman specifically wants to be a photographer. What does Unrivaled do? Allow her to photograph a game, get her feet wet, get something on her resume. So whether it's out of Unrivaled or out of the W, she's got something she can do. And it's the same vibe with Skylar Diggins and Mo Billings, who they let behind the broadcast table. I don't think we've seen the last of either one of them or other players who see the same opportunity. They also had a very cool moment where Courtney Williams was on the call too. It was only for the first half of the Hive game, but it was really cool because she got to see her twin go off, at least the beginning of going off. During that same night, it was actually Vinyl Club night, and they let Ryan Howard do a real exhibit for her paintings. It was a silent auction, but it was legit. So when you think about all the other things someone is interested in, Unrivaled actually pours into that for these ladies. And then when it does come to basketball, I just want to say Lisa Leslie is the example of a legit legend. She's out here 100% participating in Unrivaled, helping whoever wants some one-on-one time with her, and it's just a different breath of fresh air when you have those comparisons with Candace Parker or that back and forth last year with Cheryl Swoops, because I get it. If I was awesome at this and then years later fans just started getting to the game, I'd be a little salty too. But Lisa Leslie just plays this to the T. You don't hear any saltiness in her voice. She tries to uplift every player on the court. She gives flowers to Paige Beckers, Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, Cameron Brink. On top of being a great basketball player, she's an all-around girl's girl. And every player in Unrivaled has the opportunity to soak that up. As much as you have players in there hyping up their fashion business, R&B album, or wanting to be a stylist, these other things around the league or the industry itself is specifically important, and they should be able to do it, especially considering how much eyes and attention are on women's basketball right now, when a lot of the players that did the most groundwork are either retired or about to retire. So Unrivaled giving them something else while still being a part of basketball, I just think that's absolutely amazing. Any player down there, no matter what team you're on, should come out of Unrivaled better in some shape, way, form, or capacity. Unrivaled is really trying a lot of new things, the behind the scenes video on YouTube, a lot of social media content. They're giving basketball some personality, at least women's basketball, at a time when everything is so freaking weird. I'm just glad we have something that gives us a little bit of a positive distraction. Well, week 4 is in Philly, so we'll do this again next time.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, players.